simultaneous existence of life and death in the life. Every one of us is surprised to know that life and death exist simultaneously in the process of existence in our life. In every breath each one is born and dies. This process goes on lifelong. In the breathing cycle, as the fresh breath goes in, one gets life with vitality, and as the breath goes out, he dies instantaneously till the next fresh breath is resumed. If the next fresh breath does not come, life of the jiva is under stake. The time spent without breath till the fresh breath is not in, that is the time spent in the void, indicates the death of the jiva in such moments. So, life and death exist simultaneously in the span of life in this world in each breath cycle. It is surprising to know that in our spinal cord, two serpents are closely intermingled to each other. One of them is a visible snake, that is the divine light in life, and the other one is invisible, which is the black snake of death. Both these serpents are coiled together and projected with separate hoods. Both are antipoles to each other. One is life-giver and other one is the life-taker. Both are complementary to each other but have distinct functions. Human survival depends on both of them, and survival is at stake, and not feasible if one of them becomes functionless. The snake of death, the black snake, consumes the toxins of the body and keeps it healthy. It helps to excrete toxins by apana prana, apana vayu, and helps the udana prana to function. Snakes of divine light move human life. Thus, both life and death forces, that is white and black snakes, are in unison and love with each another. Their love is through breath. One takes the fresh breath and other exhausts the used breath, and thus, the continuity of breath in and out is suitably maintained. If the used breath is not out of the system, the fresh breath cannot enter. So, it is evident that fresh life can only come when the process of death is actively continued. It must be remembered that death only brings fresh life, and so, if there is no death, then there is no life. Life and death are continuum. Neither death can exist without life, and nor life can exist without death. Life is manifested Brahma, and death is unmanifested Brahma. Both are the separate poles of the same existence. Any birth ends up and leads to death. It is the law of nature, so one must not be scared of death. When each one of us dies with every breath, then life beyond death and life prior to death are no more mystery. It is a continuous unending process and paths of existence in different states. These are well experienced by the self-realized souls. Both white and black snakes, that is Kundalini or divine force, and death exist in Dhahara Chakra. In the wakeful and dream states, their existence is felt. In Sushupti state, both are in the state of Rati, that is, they are in unison. In Turiya, firstly the blackness or darkness, which is the indication of the presence of black snake, is visible. This is prior to the appearance of soul light, that is the presence of Kundalini, the white snake. Turiya is the state of temporary death, the state of the lack of function, where the light of Kundalini is firstly consumed by the black snake of death. After consuming positive divine energy of light, this black snake gets engaged in its own assigned activities of withdrawing toxins of the physical system, and then only Kundalini, the serpent of divine light, ascends and merges the soul with the supernal. The state of Sushupti is the root or location of the union of death and life, where death acts as a role of the husband, and life acts as a role of wife. A wife as a sign of divinity and glamour acts as a divine power, and is brought up for the godly activities. A husband, as the black snake, the death, engages himself for the mundane worldly activities of preserving, maintaining, cleaning and conserving the human body or form. Out of love, husband, the serpent of death, takes care of life, his wife, the divine Kundalini power, helps her to boom up. Otherwise life, the wife, cannot be glamorous and boom up if death, the husband, does not cooperate. This is the real mystery of life and death in the span of life and spiritual evolution of a sadhaka or spiritual aspirant. Food is essential for living, and it is properly digested by the interaction of various pranas, and finally the intestines absorb annarasa and thus, life moves. Black snake takes energy from annarasa for survival just by touching or kissing the white divine snake. Thus, it executes body functions to keep the body fit in all respects by removing excrete and other dead stuff of the body by creating a Prana Vayus, and thus, it makes or cleaning the path for the Kundalini to ascend to fulfill its final goal. The same food can kill the white snake when breath ceases and pranas become functionless and food remains undigested. This undigested food, thus, turns into poison in the body. The same food, which is the source of energy for both the snakes, finally turns into the cause of their death. So, annarasa, when consumed by these snakes, hunger appears, and when undigested causes death as if it swallows the serpents of life. As the serpents lay eggs, eat part of their eggs and hatch part of them that become snakes. In the same way, food is both the cause of life as well as death, and this all revolves around time, space and causation. So, in the nutshell, Anna or food is Brahma, the life giver, and it is a death by itself, as explained. Death is a degenerative force that gives life after a lapse of time under appropriate conditions, so, death and life move together. Life and death are a lovable, inseparable couple, and without a couple there is no force. In the human system, two Kundalini powers exist as a couple in unison, which help each other. One preserves the body and other assists in mergence of the soul with the supernal. Similarly, God and Yoga Maya, Brahma and Maya, manifested and unmanifested forces, life and death exist in unison and cannot be separated. This is the Srishti and mystery of God and its creation. This is the duality of life and death. In Sri Vidya, Shiva and Shakti exist for the creation. For dissolution, the same Shakti or power turns into the force of goddess Kali to nullify the creation. So, Shakti acts in both ways as the mother of creation and mother of dissolution. Similarly, there is the same force, which gives life and causes death. This is the duality of the creation and the mystery of the unknown. The most surprising factor is the fear of death in the human mind that makes a human being to love life very intimately and does not want to die, and this is the Maya. The knowledge or realization of this duality of life and death is the basis of human's mind evolution. Its churning enriches him with the secret of the unknown that both death and life are one and the same. One need not love one and hate or dislike other. Both are in continuum, one after the other. Both cannot be disintegrated, distracted, they are always in unison, however neither of one is permanent. Consciousness and awareness of the human mind does not allow him to understand or apprehend this secret of the Almighty. This is the wonder of the Maya or illusion, and even great yogis cannot penetrate in this secret of Maya as consciousness, and just revolve around it without taking the vertical path to transact its peripheral boundary. Only penetration of the consciousness at the Dhahara Chakra can give the enlightenment of the secrets of life and death by the grace of Almighty. One can become the part of Almighty force by integrating and disintegrating his own body as per his will. Yoga can only teach the art of taking away the astral body that can enter to some other body, that is prajna body. However, the enlightenment from the source light can uplift the sadhaka to such a high level where he can disintegrate his body in 5 elements and again integrate the body anywhere in the universe, and thus can make astral travel by God's grace. Mount Meru is the region of the saints where one can reach only through the astral body. Simbala region of Tibet is famous for the saintly persons of the highest order. Mandola paintings are available there. Even stones are gems and diamonds in that region. No force on the earth by any means can reach there. It is only feasible by the astral travel, grace of Almighty, and blessings of Sri Sri Mahavatar Babaji.